That's old George Whitman with Lawrence Ferlinghetti, famous American poet. I met him here in 1983. Interesting guy. Wow. In the little village I live in Spain, one day I met a very pretty Swedish girl at the local bar, and out of the blue she said to me, "My favourite word is disintegrate. Disintegrate." I thought, wow, that's an amazing word. And I sort of went home and kind of the next day I wrote a poem. It's called Sensitive Chaos. "My favourite word," she said, "is disintegrate." Came the reply, "That awful word you really rate?" "Sure," she said, "I find it inspiring, uplifting, knowing it's into nothingness that we're all drifting. But nothing of itself does not even possess a simple gate." "Precisely," she said, "the eternal now cannot on one great. Imagine, across the landscape of collapsing fallen things, from this disintegration, all new life emerges, springs. Then to my feet I sprung and skyward my arms did fling. At that thought of utter emptiness came the desire to cry out, to sing. Things fall apart, the centre cannot hold. Why, mere anarchy loosed. Integration, then disintegration, caught in life's very noose. The rate at which we become irate as life diminishes and unfurls informs us of how we've mistaken chaos in a disintegrating world." Thank you. Thank you. This is a weird poem. It's called Fooling. It's called Fooling Angels. Satanic verse in satin dress. Sit on verse. Sit in verse. Sit on stark satin verse. In reverse, sit on silk, no less. Of course, coarse and cursing, what worse? Ushered in, rushing in, no rehearsing. From individual to jewel, it's into divide we fall. That vile evil, waiting all the while, that weighty devil, separation with sardonic smile. Sitting in a satin dress, it is satisfying satin that we're sat in, him addressing with a guess, for that sacred while a witness. So time away we while, that devil Satan never smile. That devil then, in his or own hell, conversing, farting through silk, thinks to herself, doing very well. I'm doing very well for myself, she thinks, as into the all-consuming flames she winks. Global warming, hell for all, a heating allowance that can appall. All at once the birds did cry out and fall, flapping their singed wings, at that last thing not lasting squall. Fallen angels on the brink, beyond thinking, holding on, to love and flame and fame, to nothingness and nothing less, do sink. Thank you. It's just a little thing I made up. It's called, well, it's not called anything. Love and peace beyond religion. Slowly, in this new region, solely feasting with the legions on otherness and its allegiance. It's meant to rhyme a bit better than that, that's it. Thank you for listening. It's about war. War, war, raw war. Wow, War? Row! War. War. Staggering implications. Placating rogue nations. Collateral death. Damn it. Collide. No remit. Conscience. Skim it. Coincidentally admit. Propaganda. Collude with it. Colonial damage. See it. Conflagration. Flag. Burn it. Staggering home. Man alone. Idiot. Did it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn the age of war and man. Man dying for and with war. War dying with us, man, as only it ever can. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Neil Pilkington. Nothing to do with Bill Clinton, or Hillary for that matter. You've heard of her?
You're a Republican? You're going to have a tough time in this one.
Well, I used to be Irish, but I'm not the IRA, no. Good evening, everybody.
Hello. Good evening.
I'm going to read 3 very short poems, and I hope you can hear me. All this noise in the background, the bzzz, it's really funny. Okay, the first one is called Identity. Identity. With open eyes, I slid like an eyelid. I did, and identified with no surprise, and prized the id from identity. And later, a little addled, added an id, as Freud and Adler did, and ended up with identity. A little later still, like an alligator will, engender a great dent in me, and from those intended indented slices, why I fashion a unique identity crisis. And that becomes the apparent end, you see. But there is no end to entity, for entity is entirely eternality. In a world so close to banality, with id-eyed, wide-eyed open awareness, the only way to salvage sanity. Thank you. That wasn't too long, was it? Was it? Not much? Yeah, you had a lot of words. You're a wordy person, but very worthy. Worthy words! This is called, I didn't know there was meant to be comical tonight. I'll do my best, okay? This is called The Ass in Us. The ass in us? We're all donkeys? Don Quixotes? The ass in us. Biologically alive, living, an ass with a carcass. Biologically dead, demised, past, a carcass. Dead or alive, with this in mind, we shine with the asinine. The ass in me, the ass in me, the ass in you, the ass in us. Slow to eradicate, to indicate, to assassinate. Dead, then rid of love and fear and hate. In us then the essence of the asinine. This we proclaim and claim without a whine, is to sit squarely on our backsides, for this is where our assets hide. Thus assessed, we look on in a poll as we ascertain why we sit on bugger all. Association of ideas assembled on the hoof, that each one as an ass is an ass, asinine. Are we in need of further proof? Thank goodness the last one. Nobody said, yeah, that's great. It's called, pardon? This is called Man's Profile. Preposterous us. Possessing words. Processing words. Processing words. Programmed for progeny, for word progress. Prognosis, profligate. Progress, push, inflate. Profuse, profit, prohibit. War for peace, forbid it. All birds about us sing, of us at nature posturing. Rounding on and rounding up those birds, is not them, but ourselves we should ring. Cry out to man, put in a call, to cease, to rest from doing, and then do less and less, or perhaps just nothing at all. Gracias.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Fred.
You're a great virgin. Thank you for your service.
The great virgin. I'm an old virgin.
Yeah, maybe the oldest, but...
Yeah.
What?
22 33 02 12 2015. Note, not the winning lottery number, but the date on which Parliament voted to go to war in Syria. The eyes have it. The eyes have it. It's in their eyes. This dash to smash ISIS. The doting eyes, with war's incision. They insert, they dot the eyes, the offensive eyes, in and of division. The cold robotic eyes of war have it. Yes, the eyes have it. The eyes have it. We can all end up on ice. The ice habit, the ice-cold habit, the call-out for and up to war, that cry across the ages to bomb the other, from the middle back into the ice age, out of existence, off the stage, outrageous. Aye, the eyes have it, the eyes have it. The eyes, the oars, the boys, the joys, the jaws of war. Red-hot decision, love the excision. Red-hot derision, ice-cold lack of vision. Love, universal love, frozen in eyes. Wretched raw war, dropping from dark skies. Indiscriminate slaughter, no surprise. Yes, the eyes have it. The eyes have it. Having sown the seeds of divisiveness, is violence on violence our sole address? The rush, the desperate rush, the dash to end, to crush Daesh, can only end in death and crash. Fierce commitment to staggering raw war, without rationed bombs, all left to gash. The eyes have it, the rash eyes have it. Aye, we in their eyes have had it. The ice of fear we inhabit. It's the habit of war I fear we fear. Out to crucify, to crush Daesh, to smithereens, to dust, to ash. Aye, the eyes have had it. We've all had it. Up to our eyes in this abyss. Enough of this abysmal habit of war. Putin's Russia, doing her bit, putting her boot in with his habit of war.
Please welcome Neil to the stage.
Thank you. Finalement, finally.
Yep.
Bonsoir à tout le monde. Good evening, everybody. I presume somebody here speaks French. Oui, 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 c'est vrai. Okay, well, il fait chaud, no? At least I showed up. Finally. This is one poem called Order. Yeah, okay. Extraordinary. Ordinary us. Ordinary us. Always drawn to the extraordinary. Going about in a world of order, dishing out disorder, ordered by that other. to destroy the ordinary. In and of itself extraordinary. Ordinary us. Extraordinary us. About us. What's the fuss? Honour bound, on our bike, on the bus. Extremely ordinary in our ways, extraordinary in our length of days. Our nose put out of joint, our nose put out of joint. Then put to war, that's the point, that's the point. The noise and din of ordinary war knocks the ordinary off its chair. Floored, stunned, we stare at that ordinary, going where? The ordinary, sinking out of quick fashion. We step up, go on, rash, rush on, with extraordinary destruction. In the wreck and ruin and ruction, it's fast forward without direction. Extraordinary collapse. In our hapless, apeless ways, churning out not better, but ordinary days. And utter weapons of mass destruction to rid us of that awful ordinary other. Wow. Reduced to rubble, we shake with no ordinary shudder. With our unwise, weaponized attitudes, beyond care, repeating love, otherness, platitudes. Ending up in a fearful spin, not recognizing the war within. The ordinary rascal becomes the extraordinary radical. Laying down his life for kith and kin, he will kill and skin. To the ordinary then, we often give a boost. Of the extraordinary, we can surely boast. It is thus that onerous war is on us all loosed. Of great war, rumblings from the Near and Middle East, belief not bound to, but blind to reason, becomes a stumbling beast. Slithering, dithering, slouching, slumbering, war, fragments of war, on all our backs, darkness lumbering. No ordinary warring ego with its instinctive lure, ratcheting up old fear, its extraordinary warring ego for sure. Ordinary us, always drawn to the din and extraordinary. Then wondering when we can fall back in again to the ordinary. Ordinary us, out for a Sunday spin. The extraordinary in us wondering when we can come back in again. Clasp, embrace, hold, hug ordinary Homo sapiens. And for extraordinary man, that mug. Should we not now all clap our hands? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have I got a couple of seconds left? 58 seconds left. Okay, just a quick couple of words. Youth is that gift of nature, some say often wasted on the young. Each searching for a starting line, reaching for a rung. But age, why age is a work of art. Some hanging on till kingdom come. Awaiting solitary confinement, or that last chance to be hung. Thank you.
See you in 3 months.
3 months. No idea. Thank you.